similar all these changes into like the pronouns, means they will come at the nominative place. I told you the concept of the active and passive voice and what is active and what is passive voice, that I explained you. Now I am going to tell you about the little concept of the pronouns, how they are changed from active to passive or passive to active. So when the pronoun first person, second person, third person are there at the subject place, it will change accordingly. So first person I and we. I changes into me at the object place, we changes into us at the object place, and you remains you. You is subject and same object will be you. Here third person he, she, singular, he changes into him, she changes into her, and the third person plural, they changes into them. Accordingly, if you have to change from passive to active, that time similar all these changes into like the pronouns, means they will come at the nominative place. If they are at the accusative place, in the passive to active they will become into the nominative place or nominative case. Here some rules I should, as I have told you, basic rules of that, but for according to the tenses I have to tell you some rules how to convert the active to passive. For first of all, present tense we will take. So before this I will like to tell you that there are only 8 tenses which have voices, but present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous and future perfect continuous. These 4 tenses do not have voice. So first of all, I'll tell you the rules for the simple present tense. Assertive. These all are for the assertive sentences. Gradually we will learn about the interrogative sentences, negative sentences and imperative sentences also. So first of all, simple present tense rule, when you have to change from active to passive, subject plus, as I told you, to be verb. To be verb means present form of the to be verb, that is am, are used, and according to the number of the subject, then plus V3. V3 means past participle form of the verb. Then noun or pronoun object is preceded by the preposition by. So subject plus is and are plus past participle plus by plus object. Next is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense, as we are knowing, continuity goes on in the sentence. That time we will use subject plus is am are plus being. To show the continuity, we are using being plus past participle plus by plus object. Then present perfect tense. Next, my previous video I told you for the perfect tenses we are using be, double and been. So subject plus has or have plus past participle plus by plus object. This much we have to use in the simple present tense. Afterwards I will tell you some exercise also we will practice here, but first of all I prefer to tell you the rules sequentially. So here next rules are for the past tense. For simple past tense we are using subject plus was or were plus past participle plus by plus object. Here I would like to tell you that was or were, these are to be verbs of the past form. So we have to use was or were accordingly the number of subject. If there is first person I and third person he, she, it or any singular, we will use was, and first person we, second person you and third person plural they, we will use were. Then plus past participle by and object. Next is past continuous tense. To show the continuity we have to use here being. So again I will tell you the rule: subject plus was or were plus being plus past participle plus by plus object. Next is past perfect tense. Perfect tense means it is showing that the work was already completed in the past. So here we have to use helping verb had. There will be no distinction between any number of the subject. Whether it is singular or plural, we have to use helping verb had. So now subject plus had plus being, B-E-E-N, being, plus past participle plus by plus object. I would like to tell you that there will be no passive voice of past perfect continuous tense. The next rules are for the future tense. First is simple future tense. As you know, we are using helping verb will, shall, can, may, might, could, would, should, etc. etc. Those are also known as models in the future tense. So first, simple future tense, we will use subject plus models, means will or shall or anyone, plus be means be, plus past participle plus by plus object. The next is, here we will have to skip future continuous tense because there will be no passive voice of future continuous tense. Then the third tense that I have given the second number, that is future perfect tense. Here subject plus models plus be plus past participle plus by plus object. Again I will remind you that there will be no passive voice of future perfect continuous tense. Here we have to see if the sentence are in the command form or commands are there in the sentence. That time we are using let plus subject plus be plus past participle. If the sentence are the interrogation or interrogative sentences are there, that time we will use helping verb according to the tense. If present tense is there, that time we will use is, am, are, or if past tense is there, we will use was or were according to the number of the subject. So, plus subject plus past participle plus by plus object. You have to notice here that helping verb will be placed before the subject in interrogative sentences while changing from active to passive. Another, if continuous tenses are there, that time helping verb, if present tense is there, that time he is, am, are, and past tense is there, that time was or were, plus subject plus being plus past participle plus by plus object. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.